You are watching the Dark Fantastic Network.
Created by Wes Craven, the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise is considered to be the gold standard when it comes to horror movie franchises. Starting with the 1984 original, written and directed by Wes Craven, the Nightmare on Elm Street series grew into a pop culture sensation, and with each successive installment, especially starting with 1988's smash hit, A Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, the franchise seemed to be going from strength to strength. But a hastily produced sequel, 1989's A Nightmare on Elm Street: The Dream Child, killed the series' momentum, and failed to lure audiences to the movie theater, grossing a mere $22 million at the box office, compared to the $50 million that Nightmare 4 grossed. New Line Cinema, the production company behind the successful franchise, felt that the series was losing steam, and decided it was a good time to end the series, which led to the production of Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare, released in the fall of 1991. A critical and box office failure, Freddy's Dead has its fans nonetheless, mainly due to its 1990s atmosphere, kitschy humor, a killer soundtrack, and its gimmicky 3D ending, in which Freddy Krueger is blown to bits by his only child. But die-hard fans of the franchise already knew that where the Nightmare movies failed, another medium delivered the goods. Namely, comic books. With 1989's Freddy Krueger's A Nightmare on Elm Street, published by Marvel, and the numerous series issued by Innovation Publishing, providing fans with a number of well-written and imaginative tales featuring Freddy and the Dream Warriors. But it was writer Andy Mangel's work that truly shined, with scary, darkly fantastic stories that truly captured the mood of the franchise. Mangel's Nightmares on Elm Street, a 6-issue series released between September 1991 and July 1992, is considered by many to be one of the best continuations of the series, with imaginative storylines and plenty of action. The first 2 issues focus mainly on Nancy Thompson's fate following her murder by Freddy Krueger in A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, while the remaining issues focus on Alice Johnson and her son Jacob, 2 characters from A Nightmare on Elm Street Parts 4 and 5, and their return to Springwood. Some fans consider the series to be canonical to the franchise. But before that, Mangel took on the unenviable task of adapting Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare into a comic book series, and the result is a surprise. Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare was released as a 3-issue series in 1991, and it surpasses the movie it was based on in many ways. Where Freddy's Dead, the movie, co-written and directed by Rachel Talalay, wasn't coherent, tonally inconsistent, and almost never scary, Freddy's Dead, the comic books, are well written, have a definite tone, and are a joy to read for fans. The film goes from comedy to horror to action in a dizzying, confusing manner. But under Mangel's deft hand, the story of Freddy Krueger's past and the secret behind his only child is dealt with in a much better way, and the characters are more likable and well-defined, especially Maggie, Tracy, and Doc. The pacing is also better, and Mike Witherby and Rob Phipp's stylish artwork helps to visually clarify many plot points that were clumsily handled in the feature film. The 3-issue series was later collected as a trade paperback, and for fans of the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, it is a must-have. After reading it, you'll never look at Freddy's Dead the same way again.
What's with kids today, huh?
Freddy's Dead: The Final Nightmare.
For more videos like this, please subscribe to the Dark Fantastic Network.